Here's Raj in Minneapolis. Raj, I'm glad you waited. It's great to have you on the program. How are you doing?
Good. Raj, so I'm an American of Indian origin, and I am super sad about the media stories about Bannon being pushed out. I should be the last person who should be sad based on all of the media commentary about his alt-right links, but I am super sad. And I did some research on Jared Kushner, and I was amazed to find the parallels between him and Mark Mezvinsky, who's married to Chelsea Clinton. Both are elite, wealthy, East Coast liberals who have convicted criminals as fathers. And I'm like,
hey, Raj, Raj, hang on a minute. Are you saying that Kushner and Bannon are both East Coast elites?
No. I'm talking about Mark Mezvinsky, who's married to Chelsea Clinton, and Jared Kushner, who's married to Ivanka Trump. Both of these presidential candidate.
Okay. I'm having to follow you on the transcription of your call, and it's tough. So you're talking, yeah. You're drawing an analogy between Jared Kushner and Mark Mezvinsky?
Exactly. Right. So they're both.
I thought your problem was with Bannon.
No, my problem is not at all with Bannon. I want Bannon to continue. I mean, I think his thoughts, his sad eyes, the way his heart seems to beat for America is what Trump needs in an advisor, not the Jared Kushners and the neocons and the globalists of that kind.
Oh, Jared Kushner and the neocons. So you think Jared Kushner and the neocons are aligning against Bannon to get him out of there so they convert Trump into the newest version of the neocon president?
Well, whatever. I mean, I just don't think bombing Syria was a good idea. I mean, he saw some dead babies, so, oh my God.
Well, the Wall Street Journal loved it, Raj. The Wall Street Journal loved bombing Syria, and they're probably having orgasms here over the bomb in Afghanistan.
Exactly. So I don't like it at all. I think Bannon needs to be back. Kushner needs to be out. Trump needs to stop indulging his daughter.
Okay, let me share a story with you here from the Washington Free Beacon that I was made aware of last night, Raj. Now, hang on, don't hang up because I want to get your feedback to this, but wait until I ask you your opinion before you say anything. This is a story that actually it was at 2:00 yesterday afternoon, but I didn't see it until last night. Washington Free Beacon. The Washington Free Beacon is not the drive-by media. Headline, New Front in White House Civil War as Kushner asserts authority at the National Security Council. Now, stick with me on this, folks. It's by Adam Credo, he's the writer. White House senior advisor Jared Kushner is leading an unprecedented effort to meddle in the White House National Security Council, causing mayhem for senior staff who say the president's son-in-law is interfering in key foreign policy debates, according to Trump administration officials who spoke to the Washington Free Beacon. Kushner has taken aggressive action to micromanage the National Security Council, overshadowing even recently installed advisor H.R. McMaster, according to sources both inside and outside the White House, who described Kushner's behavior as highly unusual and damaging to the country's national security infrastructure. So, Raj, let me ask you, where do you think this story comes from? Who's leaking this? Because somebody is dumping all over Jared. Somebody is really trying to take Jared out here, not Bannon.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not even going by the stories. I'm reading some of them, but in my opinion, the biggest mistake that Trump made was pushing out Michael Flynn. McMaster is another guy who's a, neocon hawk. We don't want these guys in there. Michael Flynn would have been great.
All right. Okay. Well, yeah. So you are a Trumpist who is worried here that Trump's doing things that you thought he promised he wouldn't be doing.
Exactly, and I think he's being led by...
And therefore, somebody's making him do it, and that's what you're saying. You think Bannon's a safeguard, so somebody's making him. You think it's Kushner, who's the young neocon, and they're pushing Trump into doing these things.
I think so. I mean, that's the explanation that I get from reading all this.
Okay, I know you said you're not reading things, which is why I wanted to explain it to you and hopefully capturing your thoughts on it. Now, this story here, folks, this doesn't fit. This doesn't fit anything out there. You need hosts like me to be able to spot these things, sort of like reading the stitches on the fastball or recognizing the changeup before it's thrown. Now, let's put this in context or in some sort of, not a timeline, but you know as well as I do that for the past, well, the entirety of the Trump presidency, the long knives have been out for Bannon to one degree or another. For days at a time, it's intense. Bannon's got to go. Bannon's a problem. Bannon's a pig. Bannon's this. He's white supremacist. Then it goes dormant for a while, and then it reemerges. Something happens. Bannon once again's a bad guy. Got to get Bannon out. Seems like the whole White House West Wing is leaking against Bannon. And in the most recent stories, the arch enemy of Bannon is said to be Jared Kushner, and that it is Priebus and Bannon who have now aligned. They were originally portrayed as enemies competing for power. But in the last month or so, the stories have had Priebus and Bannon lined up together, defending their front from Jared and whoever he's with, Ivanka. And then in the midst of all of this, here comes a story dumping all over Jared and accusing Jared of trying to take over the entire National Security Council operation. Now, who would be bothered by that if that is indeed happening? Why, it would be none other than the National Security Advisor. Who's that? Can you give me a name, Mr. Snerdley? That'd be H.R. McMaster, who was tabbed one day at Mar-a-Lago. He was there with General Kelly on the big sofa, and the drive-bys went orgasmic. Oh, what a brilliant choice. This may save the Trump presidency for a day and a half. Oh, there's nobody better than H.R. McMaster. He's great. He's Harvard, he's Oxford, he's Cambridge. Went on and on and on. And in all of this, folks, in all this Bannon stuff, in all this palace intrigue, we never see stories involving him or Gary Cohn or Dina Powell. And now we have a story, new front in White House civil war as Kushner asserts authority at NSC. Now, up to now, Kushner trying to ace Bannon out, that's been a good thing. Kushner may be a little young, 36, may not have any experience, but at least he's not Bannon. And at least Trump's son-in-law, so he's not going anywhere. But now, out of the blue, the long knives are out for the president's son-in-law, because it's not Bannon trying to take something over, it's Kushner. So somebody's feeling threatened, or somebody is not feeling threatened and is striking preemptively. Somebody in there doesn't like Jared, folks, and that's the first time you've heard this. Other than Bannon, I mean. Supposedly. What if you were to learn? I'm going to withhold the speculation. I'm afraid I might be right, and that would get me a little bit more attention than I want right now. So I'll reserve that for maybe next hour.